yourself.
What's good, everybody? Let's talk some Tampa sports. All that I ask from you in this video is that you give me some patience and some grace, please. Being at that game last night, getting home around 1 o'clock, and then, had to make a late night stop at McDonald's to eat away my feelings. Ended up going to bed around 2-ish, then had to wake up at 6 for work. Just made a video before this, sort of just my reaction. Now we're breaking down film. Grace, little bit of grace. Please, if I miss a couple, come on, I'm tired. All right, let's get into this. Early and often, what a start. That's what we needed. Find Mike Evans, 13 on 23. We like our guy in that matchup. And he had a pretty good game on Lattimore, if I do say so myself. And here's the start of it. Simple. Mike Evans, top of your screen. Good leverage. Had Lattimore completely turned the opposite way. It's not what you want to see from your cornerback. Mike Evans ends up wide open because of it. First down, Tampa Bay. Next play. Mike Evans towards the bottom of your screen in the slot here, bunched up. Sterling Shepard's going to push forward. This is Lattimore right here. He kind of gets lost in the mess. Mike Evans is able to just cross the field. Baker finds him. And that will end you up with a 20-plus yard game. What a start to the first drive of the game. You find your best player. That's exactly what you want. Now, here's where things change a little bit. Kind of a drive killer. Young guys made some mistakes yesterday, whether it be Graham Barton just not getting the cadence right, snapping the ball late in the game when no one else was ready, or the exchange between Baker and McMillan, whoever's fault that is, whatever. It happened. And then this kind of lost in everything. It was on the first drive of the game. This is 2nd and 7. And, you get this. The drive keeps moving. The momentum keeps moving. But it's a big drop. And after the drop, the Buccaneers end up having to kick a field goal here. And, McMillan, he's been on fire to finish the season. So I'm not, on him too much about this. Happens. First playoff game. Know he wants it back. And I would be willing to put a lot of money that he doesn't allow that to happen in his next playoff game. Here we are. Bucs struggling to get off the field all night long. Especially plus territory. This area of the field, please get a stop and force the Commanders to punt you the ball. Field position, it matters. Doesn't matter if it's the regular season, doesn't matter if it's the playoffs. Field position is an important thing. So when a team does not punt the ball all night long, that means, 1, they're going for it, and 2, they're going for it because they're not ending up in 4th downs way back here. When they get to 4th down, it's 50-yard line and past that. I've heard the argument on social media to counter the Commanders didn't punt is, well, they did get stops. It's just the Commanders chose not to punt the ball. They went for it on 4th down, and the Bucs got 2 stops. Well, yeah, but they're going for it on 4th down because the Bucs allowed them to get all the way down the field. They're not going to be going for it on 4th and 5 or 4th and 4 way back here, but they'll do it on their 20-yard line, and that's what happened. Top of your screen, McLaurin with, what a release. What a release on Jamel Dean. He's not able to get, he gets there, but that is a pretty much perfect throw, perfect catch from those guys there. All right, this is 3rd down, like I said. Bucs defense allowing the Commanders to get all the way down the field, but they do come up with some stops. So here we go. Jayden Daniels is going to roll out to his left, and 34-year-old Lavonte David is able to stick there with him. There's no one downfield. Ends up at a 4th and 2 now. Huge play from Lavonte David. Another empty look. This is now 4th and 2. Jayden Daniels is going to try and find Austin Eckler coming across the field here. Looks open for a moment, but I think Daniels saw Tyke Smith closing in there and just decided to throw it in the dirt. I don't think that was necessarily a bad pass, but a smart decision, not allowing some crazy interception or something like that to happen with Tyke closing in fast. But the Bucs get a stop. That is one of their 2 stops all night long. So just to make sure I'm continuing to set the scene for you guys, the Bucs score field goal, first drive of the game. Then they get that big stop we just watched. And you got a chance to go up 2 scores if you can score a touchdown. But the Bucs offense is not able to capitalize after one of the 2 defensive stops. So, Commanders ball, here we are. I feel like I'm going to be repeating myself a lot in this video, but it's a lot of the same things. 3rd and 6, you have a chance to get a stop, plus side of the field. Man, all props to Jayden Daniels on this one, though. Watch the top of your screen here. This is the guy he's going to find is Zach Ertz. Levante David is on him. Something happens here. He slips and falls, and Ertz is able to just get wide open here. Kalijah Cansey kind of falls down here and misses the sack, so you got the missed sack from someone falling, and you got the guy open from someone falling. Pretty unfortunate there. It's really all you can say about that, but it is a heck of a play. Found this man downfield. 3rd down conversion. This one I honestly just threw in here because we don't get to see hits like this without a penalty too often anymore, especially on a quarterback. I feel like it's just nice to watch. Oof. Airborne. Nobody, not even anyone on the Commanders sideline was like calling for a flag either, which I found interesting. No one's like, flag, flag, flag. Just took the hit. All good. Move forward. That's ball. So we're still on the same drive. This is play, I think, 12 of the 17 play drive. This is 4th and 1. Got a chance to get a stop. Here comes Austin Eckler in motion. Snap it. Go. Logan Hall's there, but Austin Eckler is able to get that push that he needed. All right, here we go. This is 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. We're going to watch these 2 plays, just showing that the Bucs have a chance to get a stop here. Boom, you put yourself in great position. It's not 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. This is 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. Get you a stop. Get you a stop. There's just not enough pressure on this play, though. McCaffrey in motion. Daniels able to sit there, sit there, sit there, wait for someone to come open in the zone. Someone's not watching the back end of the end zone, and it's just a wide open touchdown for De'Ami Brown. There you go. 7-3 on a 17 play. How many yards? Let me double check this. 17 play, 92-yard drive that took 9 minutes and 8 seconds off the clock. My gosh. Seems like it's a little bit more of like a contain rather than a full-on pass rush. Cansey's not really pass rushing here. Vita's not really pass rushing here. They're just watching the run. The outside guys are the only ones pass rushing, and it's just too much time. Major play here. 3rd down. Chance to make a play, and you're like, hallelujah, finally someone on the Buccaneers defense makes a play. We need turnovers. We need sacks. That's how you win these playoff games. Finally, Yaya Diaby, let's go. But wait a minute. There's a flag and a defensive holding. Watching the top of the screen here, Zion McCollum had a couple penalties on himself yesterday, and here comes the late flag from way back there. And it's pretty unfortunate because the Commanders do end up scoring on this drive when this would have been a punt right here. So just one of those things. So making sure the scene continues to be set. The score is 10-3 at this moment. And this is a 3rd and 9 at the Buccaneers' own 27. Baker Mayfield energizing the stadium with this run. Exactly what the Bucs needed was some energy on offense. Runs over Bobby Wagner. And that's a 1st down. Keep that drive going. It's exactly what they needed. 4th best scoring offense in the NFL. Only has 3 points with about 2-ish minutes to go in the first half. You gotta get something going. It's not completely on the offense. They're not getting too much time to really work with it. Boom. Another play to Mike Evans. Another play where Lattimore cannot cover him. By the way, I gave my props in my last video, in my reaction video. I can't stand Lattimore, but the Commanders themselves, I don't really have an issue with the Commanders. I have no reason to have an issue with the Commanders. I try not to be the sore loser type, so I'll always, tip my cap when my team loses. That's who I try to be. But yeah, Lattimore's really the only guy that I'm like, get out of here, bro. You're not him. Otten, middle of the field. So just moving the ball. That big run by Baker. Boom to Mike. Boom to Otten. Boom to Mike again. On 23 again. And he's crying. What are you crying about? This next look. Blitz coming here. And that looks really good right there. There's Mike Evans peeking through, and there's nothing right here. Almost breaks that to go all the way. The feast continues. Mike on Lattimore, top of your screen. He's going to get some help coming from the middle here, and it still does not matter. Perfect throw from Baker Mayfield to go over the help and to Mike Evans. So there's the help. Ball's right there. Help's right here. 20 is going to put his hands in the air, and it's going to go through his hands into Mike Evans' hands. Perfect. It's as good as it gets. Oh, man. Just reliving it in my head. Just like, what could have been? What could have been? All right, we're now into the second half. Score is 13-10. The Commanders just kicked a field goal, and Bucs are looking to tie or take the lead. We're looking at the bottom of our screen here. This matchup, we've been watching video after video, clip after clip, 13-23. That was the Bucs matchup all night long, and it just worked all night long. Another play of 20 yards to Mike Evans. We can see him going in motion here. Baker calling some things out. And that middle of the field just opens up. They continued to just play man. Lattimore on Mike. Just didn't work for him. The Buccaneers didn't have too many huge running plays. The Baker one was a big run. And Bucky, this was his biggest run of the day. 19 yards here. Beautiful toss. Otten in motion. Boom. Great pickup by Otten there, and look at that. Look at that. All that room for Bucky to go. He takes it. 20 yards. First down. And here's the touchdown. Little rollout. Bucky's wide open. That's an easy one there. All right, here we go. There's the motion. Bucky goes out. Not too much to talk about there. That's perfectly executed. So 17-13. Bucs with the lead. Bucs with the momentum. Washington is now driving, and this is a big penalty by Zion McCollum. I told you he had a couple. We already watched the first one. Here's the second one. This one's a pass interference in the end zone. The worst penalty you can take. This one's a lot worse than the holding. Just no need. There was no need for that. I don't think he would have got to that ball, and it puts them at the 1 yard line. Simple as that. First and goal from the 1. We're going to watch this whole set of plays here. Here's first down. Jayden Daniels rolls out right. Nowhere to go. Got your man covered here. Man covered here. He's under pressure getting sacked, so he had to get rid of it. That falls up short. Second down. Brian Robinson up the middle. Kalijah Kancey absolutely blows this play up. Absolutely blows it up. You're like, okay. Got a chance to get a stop here. We got a chance. It's going to be third down. So we get to that third down play. Drop back. This was Daniels' really only mistake of the night, in my opinion. This should have been picked off. He's throwing it to a running back with the linebacker closing in. Deion Jones, newcomer to the Buccaneers. Hasn't played too many snaps, too many games. Almost had his chance right there to make his statement. Ah, man. But fourth down from the 4. You get this stop. That is massive momentum. Because the Bucs just scored a touchdown. We watched the Bucky Irving. Commanders drive. First and goal from the 1 because of a penalty. You get a stop. You get a stop. You get a stop. Fourth and goal. Zach Ertz runs into Levante David, and that kind of messes up the timing. And the Bucs get a stop. That is the biggest momentum the Bucs had all night long. And at the same time, things just went south from there. So, backed up in their own end zone after getting the stop. Baker in his own end zone, throwing a little out route here to Mike Evans. Once again, that's been the best part of your offense all night long. Corner can't really make the tackle. Mike able to reach back, get that first down. You're like, all right, Bucs are up 17-13. If you get a field goal, fine. You're up by a touchdown, and you force Commanders to score a touchdown and tie the game. You get the ball. Or you score a touchdown, and the score is 24-13, and you can pretty much run out this clock, find a way to win this game, and go to Philadelphia. And that's shot. And that's shot. All the momentum in the world just pulled right away from you on a miscue of your own. Not even something forced by the other team, a miscue of their own. Just a simple reverse. We've seen the Bucs do it all season long. It's not like, oh, this is something fancy that they don't usually do. They've done this all season long. This is nothing special, nothing spectacular. It's just misplayed. Man. That's one that haunts you right there. I can live with, Bobby Wagner making a fantastic play on a ball or whatever, a strip sack from Fowler, anything. But that really just sucks. 4 plays later, you got Terry McLaurin on Josh Hayes because Jamel Dean, the Bucs cornerback 2, ends up going out with injury. And really, this is a star receiver on a special teamer, and this is just an absolute mismatch. I mean, that's just pitching. It's just pitch and catch. Daniels and McLaurin just played catch right there. That's really all that was. Gosh, man. It's tough. Good throw. I won't call it pitch and catch. I don't want to diminish anything. There was guys in his face. Threw it to where it needed to be. All right, another scene set. Commanders are now up 20-17. The Bucs are driving. Chance to take the lead. This is 1st and 10. 1st and 10. This is a play that's being talked about a little bit, but not too much. Bucky Irving is going to have a nice run for 9 yards, but I think it should have been like 11-12. You're going to see the run go out here, but Bucky kind of slows his feet a little bit for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. Goes out there. Look at that open space. How does he not get a first down here? He slows up and just stops. There's the first down marker right here. I just really am struggling to understand. Maybe he was trying to make someone miss, but man, you just gotta get a couple more yards. 1 more yard, not even a couple. So what happens? The Bucs end up not getting a first down because that was a 9-yard run. It was 1st and 10. And then this happened. Graham Barton snaps the ball. Wrong cadence. No one else is ready. So no one blocked. And it just gets completely blown up. And you get stuck with a 4th and 3. So now, you had the Bucky slow up. I don't even know. I don't want to dig too deep into that because I don't know really what happened there. If he was trying to make someone miss, whatever it was. And then you have the miscue by the rookie center here. And instead of first down at about the 10-yard line, a touchdown gives you the lead, 24-23. Instead, now you're kicking a field goal on 4th and 3 to make the score 20-20. 4:41 left in the game against one of the clutchest teams in the NFL. And that was really it. What a drive by the Commanders to get all the way down the field and use all 4:41 with the Bucs having their timeouts. Heck of a drive. Here's the other look at the miscue here. Just no one really ready for it. Man. So you talk about that miscue, the fumble on the reverse, and it's just there's a lot of things the Bucs really wish they could have back of their own doing. Jayden Daniels played a hell of a game offensively. They did not allow the Bucs defense to get off the field. They didn't punt the ball. All the credit in the world to the Commanders' offense, but man, take away a couple of these self-inflicted wounds from the Bucs, and who knows? But I'm not taking anything away from the Commanders. I just want to make sure that's clear, because they won. I was sitting right outside of your view, right over here. Oh boy. Anyways, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate all of the support. Once again, got this video up. If you didn't just watch my last video, that was the reaction, me actually talking more about the game itself and some of the storylines. We're just watching it together, you know what I'm saying? So more context over there, more watching over here, but either way, I appreciate you guys. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. Go Bucs. As always, excited for what's to come this offseason. I think there's some opportunity for the Bucs to really take that next step through free agency and the draft. So appreciate you guys. Go Bucs. You all have a blessed one.